Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Wednesday, coming up on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Inside the Polygon. Justin Sparks here with you on what's been a wild weather day, depending on where you lived at across the country. So tonight, just showing you real quick, this is our Twitter, Inside T Polygon is the username. This is where we put out the most information all day long on the latest stuff. Lots of weather stuff that we just kind of put out constantly. If you want to keep up to speed on what's going on in real time across the country, please do. We were did some forecasting for a severe weather outbreak last night, literally 15 plus hours of tornado warnings. I tried to put out a video podcast last night. Unfortunately, the wind took out the internet and that didn't get uploaded. So catch up to where we're at right now. So real quick, since we do have active and still a deadly severe weather outbreak associated with our system that's affecting us as well. Right now we've got tornado watches all along the eastern seaboard. Still several tornado warnings going on right now. Last quick look there at the active warnings. We've got in Virginia, along Richmond, Virginia, there's a line of thunderstorms just east of Washington, D.C. And we've got severe thunderstorm warnings just east of Philadelphia, all the way down to east of Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you got friends or family, basically from that line, Reading, Pennsylvania to Fayetteville, between them and the coast, make sure that they've got a place to keep an eye on the weather this evening. So a lot of thunderstorms still ongoing. Last night or yesterday with the event, 31 tornadoes were reported, 86 hail events, and 86 wind events and 15 hail events. 5 fatalities that were known with this system. And then today we've had 11 tornadoes and again additional fatalities today. So a very dangerous and deadly situation affecting such a large part of our country. So let's talk about snow depth analysis. This is courtesy of weatherstreet.com. A lot of what we talked about over the last few days came to fruition with this pretty intense band of snow in the northwest third of that. And really depending on where you're at in central Indiana is what you got. I know Lafayette was reporting around 5 inches. I'm 25 miles south of Lafayette, and I've got 0.1 inches of snow on the ground. So let's talk about what we can expect for the rest of the night. This is the high resolution rapid refresh. This is showing us the precipitation type. Right now, no freezing rain occurring in Indiana. That's moved off. 4 hours ago, the low was still centered over southwest Indiana, which was something a lot of people weren't really expecting until the 24 hours before that. But let's take a look. Snow across most of Indiana. It's fairly light and in bands right now on the radar returns. And I expect that that's what we're going to continue to see. If you go back to, here, right now compared to the radar, the coverage is not as intense, very light and airy. As it's going on. That has that just decreasing over the next 5 hours as the low moves off to the northeast and relatively dissipates. So we can expect snow showers across central Indiana intermittently. All of these gradients there are associated with that low pressure system still moving off. And as long as those are coming off Lake Michigan, lake effect snow is going to be something we're going to have to look at. Winds will continue to be a factor. If you were up late last night, it howled pretty strongly, 30, 40 mile an hour winds. Right now, winds are still out of the kind of north and northwest, around 20 miles an hour. That's going to continue intermittently for the next several hours until we'll finally start to see some decreasing in the midday tomorrow. Looking at anticipated snowfall, new snowfall as we move forward here. New snowfall totals right now. This is kind of correlates fairly well with the banding that we talked about. This snow here is lake affected. We've got that air blowing across the Great Lakes, which is going to pull down moisture. A lot of time we see that going the opposite direction this way with the winds the way they are right now. That far, basically the Chicagoland area is going to see some of the higher snowfall totals. So for us in central Indiana, potentially another inch in the next 15 hours as we go through. High point near Lafayette, 1.7 in the central Indiana area. And then points north of that are going to be under the lake effect snow. So relatively quiet night, contending things to deal with for us if you're on the roads. We had a lot of rain, potential for that to get freezing tonight. Slick road, so please drive safely if you're out and about. And then plan on a little extra time in the morning to get where you need to be safely. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll talk to you soon.